All right, fifth grade. So we're going to work today to finish our perspective drawings. Okay, so here is, I added some things into mine. Okay, so you can see what I have done here is I have decided to just make achieve. All right, it's not great, it's not perfect. We're not artists. I am no artist by any means. What I've done is I've drawn achieve. And yesterday what we did is we did the horizon, right? We did the street, we did a sidewalk, curb, all of those things. So make sure that those are done first. The last thing that we are going to do is add our neighborhood, all right, and then add the totals that are left, okay? So if I look here, if I go ahead and look at achieve, okay, so here is what I'm kind of basing my picture off of here. You can see this red car. Oops. Oops, too far. This red car is mine. Kind of weird to think about. But here's kind of what I'm basing my picture off of right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw this house. It's not my house. I am assuming that it's like, I'll just say that this is my neighborhood. I'll pretend this is my house. Okay. Remember that for your map, you are drawing your neighborhood. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, you're drawing your neighborhood here. Okay, you don't need to see where I live or what my neighborhood looks like. So I'm just drawing achieve. All right. So today we're going to work on drawing a building, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So when we draw the front of a building, it should always follow the same line as the sidewalk, okay? So the front of my building is going to be right here, okay? It's going to follow along the side of the sidewalk there, okay? And then the side of my building is going to be straight, okay? So far, that is what I have right there, all right? Now, I don't need to worry about the back side yet because we don't actually see the back side of the house on the map. But I am going to start drawing my corners of my house. Okay, there's one corner. There's another. And then here is the last one there. Okay. Now, when I look at this building, this house that is right next to achieve, so there's kind of a triangle, kind of a arrow up look to it. So I'm going to do my best to draw that here. Okay. There it is. And then I'm going to take these lines and just kind of connect them. And then the two triangles should connect, and then there's my house. Okay, now obviously this is not a very good house. It's kind of ugly, but this is a way that you can draw buildings on your map. Okay, so we saw how there were just like two windows here. Okay, I'm going to say my front door is here. Here's another nice big window, another nice big window. Just for fun, this is not my real house, and so I am going to put, I don't know, maybe like a little, like some bush. Okay. Maybe a little tree over here. Okay. Let's see, maybe another window down here, bigger window. Just kind of like a jail. But that is how you draw buildings on your map. Okay, so you're going to be doing that for your neighborhood. And putting on your main street here, what are some buildings that are on your street that are important for you? Okay. Now, last thing I'm going to talk about today are totals. Okay. So we're going to go one by one to make sure that we know exactly what's going on. T stands for title. Okay. So my title is going to just be Mr. Lund's map. You can say your name, map. You can say your neighborhood. You can say your streets. Whatever you want to give it as a title, you can. Okay, it's up to you. Next is the O, orientation. Orientation is just a compass. And so I'm going to draw a compass here. And now, interestingly enough, I know the directions of my map. You don't have to know the directions. You can just put north, east, south, and west if you want to. But I do know that this way over here is actually north. I know that if we go this way, it's east. If we go this way, it's south, and this way is west. All right. That way, I know that if I'm looking at this map here, and I'm traveling this way towards the school, that's actually north. All right. So orientation, all done. The D stands for date. Pretty easy. Today is May, and it is 11th, and it is 2021. Okay. The author is just your name. So by, make sure you can see it, Mr. Lund. Okay. The legend, I'm going to go ahead and put over here on the side. Legend is kind of that rectangle that tells us different things, right? So we do know that this is the compass. Okay. This kind of weird-looking tree thing is indeed a tree, just not very well drawn. Okay. And then we will say that anything that looks like this, zoom in so you can see it here. Anything like this is just the street, right? We talked about how Stillwater Avenue goes right down the middle of our map. This is the street, so there is my legend right there, okay? If you have a lot of things on your map, you can put more than just 3. If you have less, you can do less than 3. It's up to you, right? Scale, we are just going to cross that one out because we don't know exactly how far things are on our map. Remember that the scale helps us kind of shrink everything down and tell us how far everything is from each other. We don't know. We don't need to know that for right now. So you need to make sure that, first of all, your map is all done. It's all drawn. You have color on it. And then you need to make sure that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the totals. We're skipping S for scale. So the T is the title. O is the orientation, which is just a compass. D is the date over there. A is the author. L is the legend. And then we are skipping S. Okay? So 3 things today. All the way drawn, color, and you have to make sure you have all of the total that you need, T-O-D-A-L. All right, if you have any questions, ask Miss V. Ask myself if you need to as well. But otherwise, you should be good to go to finish this map up. All right, any questions, let us know.